Morning. Um, like I said yesterday after the game, we didn't do enough well to really win in any phase of the game, and so give them credit. They're a good football team, well coached, and played and coached much better than we did yesterday. So this is going to be should be a good day for us to learn about what we need to do better and how all of us can contribute to a better performance. And it's our choice as to how we use this. You can either use it as a huge positive and grow and get significantly better and improve, or not. So we're going to try to do that today.
Josh, it's tough to go on the road and win when you're having trouble running the ball.
Mm-hmm.
And kind of 2 straight weeks now where Josh has had a little bit of difficulty getting going. Is that kind of just the almost the natural progress of trying to get him back acclimated after missing some training camp, and you just got to keep chipping away, or is there any other way to get him back going?
No, I mean, there's no shortcut to it. When you're going to run the ball, I think a lot of people have to do their jobs well. It's no different than pass protection, in the passing game. I mean, on offense, if you want to have a successful play, you're going to need 11 guys to do what's asked of them, or at least do it competitively. We may not win every matchup, but we got to do it certainly better than what we did yesterday, for sure. So it's not one thing. We got to block the right people. We got to sustain our blocks. We got to finish. If we have an opportunity with double teams, we got to do a good job of moving our double teams and create an entry point. We got to read the runs, the way JJ reads them, and get downhill. The receivers got to block. We got to get a body on the linebackers. I mean, you name it, we did it. We took a turn, not doing it nearly well enough. So, and that's my job, and we'll get it fixed.
You say part of that is not being able to throw downfield right now. Defenses are packing the box a little bit more and maybe try to loosen that up to give Josh more running lanes.
I'm not sure I understand what the question is.
Not being able to throw the ball downfield effectively right now. Do you think that's been?
I don't think that's a problem. I think we threw the ball downfield yesterday some. We threw it the ball, there's opportunities that we have, maybe haven't converted on, or some other things that go on those things, but certainly we have plenty of opportunities to do both, I would say. So I don't think that's really a big factor in this. I think we got to do a lot of things better, if we want to run the ball the way we can run the ball. So a lot of work ahead of us.
There were a couple sequences, a few of them, where you did get the ball downfield. Mm-hmm. You go to the run, it's knocked back, and now you're in 2nd and 13, 2nd and 14.
Yep.
Which obviously not where you want to be. But how does that change things when you're backed up like that, especially after a kind of a big play, getting some momentum, want to run it and get some more momentum and getting
up. Yeah. I mean, look, every time you hand the ball off, you want it to be 2nd and 6 or more if it's a first down play. So, a team that runs the ball well is averaging 4.5 a carry or more, and we obviously we've had some experience running it well last season, and we need to get back to what we have been good at in the past. But there's no shortcut. Every guy, we all have a job to do. We have a job to do as a coaching staff of putting together the right plan so that we have a chance to be successful, and we just got to execute better across the board. Like I said, there's no. You could have 6 guys do the right thing, and the other 4 or 5 don't, and it's a problem. So the burden, we all bear the burden, and it starts with me, and I got to do a better job of putting us in the right spots, and we got to execute better.
It's only been in the game. Bilal Nichols went down with an injury, but came in, and Byron Young, the rookie, he kind of got a couple of snaps. Just with him kind of getting put into the fire this early, what did you like from him so far?
Yeah, Byron, he played last week too, so he's part of our rotation, and he's got good length and strength. He's still learning how to handle all the different things, the multiples that you see in the NFL. But we got some good snaps out of Byron, and then some things that we got to improve on and learn from, like all rookies. It's definitely that's going to be the case for a while now. With the young guys. So we'll see the film today, and hopefully we'll get better from week 2 to 3.
It's only been a couple of games so far, and the snaps and possessions have been kind of limited, especially in the second half. But is it a little disappointing that Hunter hasn't been able to get really involved yet?
I mean, I would say I'm disappointed just in our overall ability to be more productive than what we've been. And Hunter's done his job the right way. And a lot of times the passing game, as you know, is a function of us doing the right thing. And also the defense gets a vote, you know what I mean? So depending on the coverages they choose to play, it may open up some other things, or it may give us an opportunity to throw a person like Hunter or the tight ends, whatever, the ball inside. So, there's been some missed opportunities on our part, but I don't think that's a function of Hunter. So we got to do a lot of things better. He should have gotten the ball more than he did yesterday. I think there was more opportunities in that, but protection has to be good. Reading the coverage has to be good. Blitz pickup. There's a lot of things that will happen before any receiver or tight end will get the football. So, much to improve upon. But I'm not concerned about Hunter.
I also want to ask you real quick about Patrick Graham being up in the booth. Is that just a different look, a better look?
Yeah, we had a long conversation about that in the off season. And there's people that prefer it both ways. Some people prefer to be down, some people prefer to be up. PG's been down most of the time of his career. We kind of took a peek at it in the preseason and kind of liked the way he was able to see everything. So I've never called a game from up there. Obviously, I wouldn't do that now. But I think there's plenty of coordinators in the league that they're up there. They feel like they got a great bird's eye view of what's going on, and you can see things more in real time and have an understanding of what happened or didn't happen. So I think we're feel decent about where we're headed in that regard, and so I think we'll stick with that.
Josh, with full appreciation that there's limited in what you can say about Chandler Jones and what's going on with there, but from a roster standpoint, he is taking up a roster spot right now, and obviously those are pretty valuable in this league when you're talking about a game day and that type of thing. Is there anything? Any update or how troublesome is it to kind of manage a team?
No update. We just manage it the best we can. You know what I mean? So it is like I said, it's a personal, private matter, and there's nothing until there's something that that I can talk about. There's not much I can talk about.
You updated Myers and Devontae?
Tay's good. Tay's good, and Jacoby's just going through the process in terms of coming back. So I'm not going to say anything about where I feel like that is or isn't yet, because again, I could be wrong quickly. So Tay's good. Jacoby's headed in the right direction, and we'll see how this week goes.
See that block kick last night by the Patriots?
I did not. Oh, with the guy running from the side or whatever, and then I think I heard about it more than I saw. I didn't really see it, but sounded like an interesting, way to go about it.
Can you see that being a thing now?
I don't know. Maybe if it works, it has a tendency to be stolen. That's what the nature of the profession of coaches is all about. So.
I know toward the end of the game, but Zamir got some touches and gave you a little shot in the arm with his running. Can you see that being somebody that you lean on a little bit more moving forward?
Again, I don't think. Zamir did some decent things until he put the ball on the ground. So, but that again, I don't think this is a switch one person. Like certainly not switching out Josh Jacobs. So, this is a we all have to do a better job. Our football team will see that clearly today. And again, these ones sting because you're excited to go in there and you're excited to play against a team that's a pretty damn good football team that's really well coached and has been that way for a number of years in a hostile environment. And, and you go in there and you start decent. And then, based on a number of factors, the game can flip on you. And when the game flips on you, it feels like it gets out of hand and, but when you watch the tape, you're going to see the why. And I think the opportunity is there for our team if we want to take advantage of it to try to avoid this from happening again, because there's certain things we can do a lot better than what we did yesterday. Again, give them all the credit in the world. They outplayed us, outcoached us, out-executed us, and that's the reason why they won. But we can learn from this and be better for it, and that's the hope and the goal for today.
Speaking of learning from it, the Bills took Max completely out of the game. You know, they made sure he wasn't going to wreck the game. Is that kind of a teaching moment for the rest of the line?
Yeah, I mean, when you designate two people to one person, which we've done that plenty of times too. Look, that's a compliment to the player, because obviously he's a hugely impactful player for us, and he's been a great player for a number of years now, and a lot of teams do that, and so, if the offense chooses to do that, then they obviously are putting more resources into that than maybe running, putting 5 people in the pattern, et cetera. So we got to be able to try to take advantage of it somehow, some way, in another way. Gives other people opportunities, as you mentioned, because if they got 2 on him, they usually have 1 on somebody else or a lot of people. So there's opportunities that are there that will present themselves. We just need to be able to try to take advantage of it. But look, complementary defense is when they do this to try to limit somebody, they're going to give themselves an opportunity to, there could be a weakness somewhere else, and that's just, we got to find it, And when those guys, we have other people that can make plays, and when they do, then maybe some of that other stuff goes away. So there's no shortcut to that either. When they do something to try to limit a strength of yours, you got to try to find another way to be impactful.
Despite the results, I would say 2 high points of the defense yesterday was Robert Spillane and Devon Diablo, the play of your linebackers. What have you seen so far from them just throughout the season that you'd like to have to make the team?
Yeah, I mean, they do a really good job of preparing every week, and they got a big job. They talk to the safeties behind them. They talk to the front of them. There's a lot of communication that they need to be involved in. Spill's done a great job with the green dot. And I thought they played hard yesterday. I don't think, there's not going to be too many guys that would say that we all played well yesterday. When you lose the way we did, I don't think anybody would stand up there and said they did a great job. And I think those 2 guys will stand up there today and really do a good job of trying to learn from the film and, be accountable to their job, and also to trying to help everybody else do their job better too. So I like our group. Our linebacking group's a good group, and they compete hard. They play hard. We ask a lot of them, and we need to do a better job around everybody to help those guys.
Good. All right.
Good. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Josh.